This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here, and we're going to take a look today at the last 3 pips in the life of boss Green Lantern in Heroic 2 Soul Raids Tier 3. And after that we're going to take a look at the rewards that I got for completing the Soul Raid event. I'm going to comment over the first 2 pips, and the last one I'm going to just leave you with some music and the sound. So the team setup that I'll use for this one is going to be Confluent Sakoman with Dr. Fate and with Shazam. I'm going to do an infinite combo on Green Lantern. For this you only need 1 firebox to be on Dr. Fate. I also have 1 on Confluent Sakoman, but that's for the purposes of damage. The mechanics will not be different in any way. And keep in mind that this might not work for everybody, because of the fact that for some people Green Lantern will interrupt your tag-ins. And it did happen to me in previous tiers, and I was not doing this at the start over here, and then a subscriber suggested, and I'm like, well, I've tried that before, it does not work, and guess what, it works. So I haven't changed devices, so I don't know if it's something that they kind of fixed since the update came out and you have more smooth tag-ins, or it's just something random, or if it depends on your device, but right now it simply works for me. You do the infinite combo with the firebox, you tag Confluent Sakoman for a special tree, and then you tag Dr. Fate back in. That will prevent Boss Green Lantern from doing anything but the super move. And for the super move, you ideally want to tag in Shazam if you think that he will survive the super move, but if you think he will not survive the super move, just tagging Confluent Sakoman because he will revive. Because if your third character will not survive the super move, then after he dies, your other 2 characters might randomly die killed by Boss Green Lantern, and that will not deliver to you a great outcome. And yeah, if this does not work for you, you can try the Hellboy strategy using Hellboy as a tank, but that will yield far less damage because it will allow Boss Green Lantern to use his special one and get that annoying defense buff. So how you execute this, you just go with the infinite combo with Dr. Fate. That's done by tapping 3 times, swiping right, backing away while blocking, swiping right, tapping 3 times. And that's how you start it basically, but at some points it will just be swipe right, tap 3 times, back off while blocking, and swipe right again. Like, it sounds complicated, but it's pretty easy to do, and you can practice it anywhere before bringing it here. And the only mention is the fact that if you don't have enough power bars to use this special tree with Confluent Sakoman, then you should constantly do it until you are able to do that with Confluent Sakoman. Over there I used the super move. It was a little bit risky, but I did not die with King so far, so I did not really care for that. And I think this first pip went the most smooth out of all pips. And you might be wondering, Sigvald, didn't we say that we want our raid recordings to be with your voice and at the same time the game sound? Yes, I'm aware of that, but the first 2 are scrapped from a video from yesterday that stayed live for like an hour and then got taken down because I messed up the audio on that. So if you are part of the 200 people who already saw this fight on the last video last night, I'm sorry. But it's okay, it's not all recycled content, like there was only 2 of the fights on this one, the third is from today and the rewards were not there. But yeah, nevertheless, it's almost the end of this fight, and we are going to tag in King for 1 last special tree. That's a pretty juicy crit over there. And we ended up with a total of 34 million damage. I'd say that's decent. And yeah, I also showed the stats of the characters so you can kind of see. This Dr. Fate has pretty much no fast actions, and with Dr. Fate, when you use him like this, he can. You've seen my Dr. Fate. He dies if Darkseid farts in his general direction, so he's not tanky at all. And your Dr. Fate does not need to be tanky. The only stat that matters when you're using the strategy, if you perform it perfectly, is going to be the fast stack on your Dr. Fate, which I don't have either, but just saying. And it also matters how you start the fight, because at the start you just need to get 1 hit on Green Lantern, and from there you pick up the pace. Back off if you need to. He might stun you at the start of the fight because he's got a stun chance at the start of the fight. He might get you all the way to the left corner of the map, and you just slowly push him all the way to the right corner. You'll lose some damage if this happens, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm pushing him all the way to the right corner. Like, you can tag King a few times for some special 2s, but that might bring in actually more problems than benefits. as I'm forced to now tag in Shazam. He used a special attack, used a second special attack. I think I would have been better off not using special 2s with Hilmfland Psychoman like at all. Going for a special 3, and after this one I'm going to tag in Dr. Fate. Swipe right, tap 3 times, back off while blocking, swipe right. And I'm going to do it a few more times because I'm not so high on energy. And I still was not high enough on energy. I'm forced to finish it yet again in a special 2 and then tagging Shazam. Like, this is costing damage because of the fact that he's able to use his special attacks and he's getting that armor. Nevertheless, tagging Hilmfland Psychoman, special 3. Attacking him a little bit. Dr. Fate in, and he's going to be soon ready for the super move, and Shazam is going in. Thankfully he did not take close to no damage from that, but at the same time I do have an Apocalypse artifact equipped on him. It's the Heart of Darkness, so that it's a level 1, but it gives him a fair amount of health, and he has max defense, so he was fine over there. And from here we really pick up the pace and we start to do things properly. And I have not seen this thing fail for me so far. Yet again, it might not work for you. It might straight up not work for you. It did not work for me in Heroic 1. It straight up did not work, but now it works. So I don't know. And this was, I used the super move over here because I could afford it. Shazam King did not need to tank his super move, and he had his revive available in case something went wrong. And we're going to tag Dr. Fate back in. If you can't handle doing the super move and being placed back in the middle of the field, just don't do it, and do it in the last seconds of the fight to add in that damage. But overall, the earlier you do it, the better it's going to perform for you, obviously. And yeah, that did not work well over there. For some reason my Dr. Fate got killed. I don't know how that happened. I think I messed something up or it just acted weird on me. But nevertheless, we're going to finish this with Hilmfland Psychoman and Shazam. They also have an infinite combo of themselves if they need to really do it. Another special 3 in. Tagging in Shazam for special 1. Keep up that combo, and we're going to tag King in over here for special 3, and we're going to do some hits with what time we have left. And this is it for this one, and I'm going to leave you with the rest of the next fight, only sound and music, and we're going to meet at the end of the video to kind of discuss the rewards.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
And this is it for Boss Green Lantern, and honestly, I'm not saying this to brag or something, but Boss Green Lantern was far more easy than Last of the Joker. Like, I'd fight 10 Boss Green Lanterns and having to fight Last of the Joker in the next year, or Darkseid. I mean, he's hard, don't get me wrong, but the biggest thing about him is that he has low health and you kill him pretty fast. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching my content. Hope you enjoy it, hope you have a good time, and let's get to see the rewards. I already know them obviously, but yeah, this is the first one. I'm teasing you guys, and this is the actual reward. I already had Red Hood, okay, I had him at 5 stars. I don't care about your Amulet of Agility. I'm still waiting for a good drop. It's been very many stages.